Greetings and welcome to part 2 of the 52nd WayneCast. Yeah, so something very strange has happened to me in the last 10 days. I'm not sure whether you've noticed or not, but it's like somebody's abducted me in the time machine one night and let me live an extra year of my artistic life, then wipe my memory so it was back again, right? It sounds weird, I know, but it's like I've gained a year's experience somewhere. It just seemed to happen all of a sudden, where there's a lot of things just clicked into place, and I'm thinking, yeah, that made, and all of a sudden all the renders got better, the models get better, quite dramatically, I think. Part of that's down to Mudbox, because now I don't have to try and work out what a specular map or a gloss map or a reflection map is going to look like at render time. I know what it's going to look like. I have the ability now to completely match the main render and the viewport, so that it's 99% the same. I put a video up about that last week. So that made a difference. See, I spent 18 months sculpting over very low res, featureless base meshes, such as spheres and cubes, and even in one case, I did a few sculpts with on a single polygon subdivided. That was in the ZBrush ones. And obviously when you're doing that, a lot of the time the models aren't as easy to do as they are from a properly made base mesh. But this was intentional, because my theory was the better I get using even the likes of a single polygon, then when it comes time to use a proper base mesh, you're flying. That's basically what happened. I've started going back to using proper base meshes again, and you can see by the quality that's went up. Started polymodeling a lot more as well. We've got to really base meshes. So I've been optimizing my workflow for that. I've got a pretty optimized way of getting a very good topology, low resolution head. I might put that as a video at some point. I don't know what I might do. I was actually thinking of doing maybe one or two on Silo, but I'm looking at. I had a look yesterday. This morning at the Silo forums, and they've suddenly released this iPhone application, and there's rumours that maybe it's going to get mothballed and no more features added. I don't know what the truth is. I know a man who would, but I haven't had a chance to talk to Glenn yet, so I don't know what the score is. I would hope it sticks around. I think, speaking just for me, when Silo 1.4 was out, and it was just a pure polymodeling application, it was the best polymodeling application out there. Yeah, it had a couple of bugs here and there, but it was fast, it was pure, and you could knock out something in 5 minutes that would take everybody else half an hour or an hour. And that's all you can ever ask for. When they started adding the sculpting and a lot of the other features that weren't needed, that's when the problem started for me. To me, it'll never be anything more than a polymodeling application, because that's what I use it for. I'm not interested in anything else. Don't need the UV mapping. Certainly don't need the sculpting. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I can use it in Sailor, but why would I want to? Can't get high enough polygon counts, and it doesn't respond the way I like. It's a purely personal thing. I've had a few people ask lately. So if you were starting out, which application would you use, ZBrush or Mudbox? They're both good applications. They both do their job, right? It depends what you're looking for. If you just want to get in the pure sculpting side, you can choose either one, right? It's down to feel and which one you prefer. Yeah, we all know about the ZBrush interface, and Mudbox is pretty simple to pick up, right? The interface, but now there's a lot of things workflow-wise that aren't obvious. People think they are, but they're not. This has been proven by how many people are, when it first came out, didn't realise it could do certain things, and still don't, But it comes down to trying them out and seeing what you like. But CV texturing, to be honest, I can't see why anyone would pick ZBrush, because if you're painting a texture, it's based on your polygon count. So if you're a game guy that does maybe stuff for the Nintendo DS, and you're maybe looking at a polygon count of no more than 300-400, like 300-400 tries, not quads. So it's about 150 quads or something, Then you're gonna, when you start subdividing, it's gonna ruin the model. You've got to be able to texture that at a very low level, so you can get a razor sharp texture without having to subdivide from now till Christmas. Plus, the biggest thing, specular maps. Said it before, say it again. The most underused map, I'll rephrase that. Most misunderstood map type is a specular. Can't remember if I've said this before, but if you use a specular map correctly, it can even be used as similar ways to a subdermal map. In fact, I'm on, at the moment, I've what I've called my zombie projects, right? I'm raising the dead. Lots of old projects that I think, well, now I can do a better job of this, bring it into Mudbox and finish it off properly. So I've got an old dinosaur one that I'm on redoing and stuff like that, I'm trying to get as many of these old works in progress that never got finished off, and make them look nice. Right, about time. I've got thousands of these bloody models, and some of them don't take very long to tidy up. So there you go. See what time it is. 45 minutes. So it really is up to you. I know there's fanboys of either application, but I use both. I've done DVDs on both. I know both about as in depth as you ever want to get when you don't write the program. And the only people who truly know a program's capabilities are the programmers. But programmers, as a rule, are not artists, right? So that's where it comes in. But that's the way it is, It's there's been a lot of what's the word? A lot of corporate misdealings. That's not even the right word. That's libelous. Let's just say there's been some fun and games from certain other companies trying to put people out there to say, well, nobody would use Mudbox because it's crap. Yeah, you can say that if you like, but let's look at the facts. I use the best application that's out at the moment. I always will. And if I'm using it, people have a habit of following because they realise that I'm not a fanboy. I just use what's good, right? And this has legs, if you know what I mean. It's got a lot of space to create new workflows, right? Completely new stuff. I've proved that in the last 16, 17 quick start videos alone. So I'm pretty pleased, as I've had my walk this week, that means tomorrow I've got to get my head down to work all day for 9 hours. Then another 7 on the night. So, see what time we have. Whoops, jumping the bloody phone. But I'm hoping this flu's going to go, because I really am pissed sick of the bloody thing now. Because my chest blocked up, I can't breathe properly. My nose is blocked up and I've got a steaming bad head. Which means I get really bad tempered and stuff. I can tell you, for those of you that use Mudbox, I was told the feature set for an update that's planned. Can't tell you when, but maybe Santa Claus will come early this year. There's some nice stuff. Plenty of bug fixes, which I know some people will be happy with, but there's some nice stuff being added. Don't expect any massive, big, earth-shattering features by any means, but there's a lot of stuff that I've already got new workflows planned out for. Okay, so you're gonna like it, but it's a matter of realising that as more things are added, the more complex it gets. So it's great for me because I train people, right? The more complex shit is, the more money I make. I made a fortune at ZBrush for that very reason, because they made it so hideously bloody complex to pick up that you need training, right? Now Mudbox will get more complex as more things are added, and while it will make sense on the surface, there's always things and combinations that people do not realise it can do, and that's why I'm there. There's a lot of, as I said before, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, career-wise, that I can't say at the moment, which is really frustrating because it's dead cool. But anyway, somebody asked a question today on one of the videos, on one of the Mudbox videos. I accidentally hit the delete key instead of the reply key, so if whoever it was, if you can see it again, I'll answer your question, right? Because I forgot what the hell you asked now. But anyway, let's see what time we've got. Oh, it's time to go. So I'm going to go and finish my copper. I'm going to see if my dinosaur render is finished, because it's taken most of the damn night. Because I've got a really nice render set up at the moment that I'm using for a lot of these things. And I'll see if I can get that online today or tomorrow. Right, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.